What are the other benefits before we get into the actual?
Right. So, as I was saying earlier, you have two options. If you're self-employed, you can go full doc. Previous to this profit and loss loan, you can go full doc, or you can do what's called a bank statement loan. And the bank statement loans required a minimum of 10% down, and you needed a minimum of 720 FICO to qualify for 10% down. This FHA loan meets the other standard FHA guidelines, so it's a 580 FICO plus just to qualify. So now we're helping borrowers with less than perfect credit qualify for a mortgage with 3.5% down and only 580 plus credit score.
Okay, so I can have a 580 minimum is the minimum credit score or the minimum credit score that I can have. I can show a profit and loss statement that I create, right?
Yes.
And I have a tax preparer write a letter saying that I have a business for 2 years and this loan won't
Yes.
negatively affect my business.
Yes.
And this loan that doesn't have so much documentation, there's got to be a catch. The rate, what's the rate on a loan like this?
Only catches that the rates are slightly higher than standard FHA. So I'm going to put it in three buckets, right? You have FHA, you have conventional, which are slightly higher than FHA, and then you have bank statement. So this program falls right in between conventional and FHA. So they're slightly higher than FHA and slightly lower than conventional. So the rates we're looking at right now are in the low sevens, up to 8%.
Okay.
Today is February 9th, 2024. The rates obviously fluctuate up and down because they do fluctuate with the market since it's an FHA product. So they can change on the daily basis, but that's what we're seeing, anywhere between 7 and 8%, depending on your FICO score. If you have perfect credit, closer to the lower sevens, and if your credit's closer to 580, it's going to be closer to 8%.
Okay. And then a bank statement loan off the top, I don't know if you have the information in front of you, but around how much would a bank statement loan? Because traditional
Yeah.
self-employed borrowers, a lot of times they don't have the tax returns, so they're going to look at a bank statement loan. What's the rate on that?
Right. So the caveat for the bank statement loan is similar, right? So you don't have to provide tax returns, but you really need to source every single deposit for your bank statements. It can be very tedious if you have a lot of transactions that you're doing with your business. And keep in mind, this is a 12-month bank statement loan, so you're having to really dig deep and dig through all the invoices and all the paperwork and every single deposit. That's a large deposit because every single underwriting um, process is going to want to see where that deposit came from. If it's an excessive amount of thousands of dollars, let's say it wasn't a business transaction. Let's say if it was a personal loan, or somebody that just gave you some money, or you won money at a casino, they're going to want to see sourcing for every single dollar
Mhm.
that comes into your business bank account. So that's one of the caveats of doing a business bank statement loan, is that you really have to be on top of your accounting, your bookkeeping, and your paperwork.
Okay. And then how much higher is a bank statement loan in terms of the rate typically than this type of loan?
Right. So the rates are a minimum of a 1.25 to 1.5% higher, and
Higher.
that's with perfect credit. So let's say if you have a 760 FICO score and you want to apply for FHA P&L, you're going to get close to a low 7%, like a 7.25, versus a bank statement loan, you're going to be somewhere around an 8.75. So that's a good 1.5 higher, which is going to be hundreds of dollars more on your mortgage statement. And on the flip side, if you go with FHA profit and loss, it's going to save you hundreds of dollars on your mortgage.
Okay.